محمد وأزواجه وذريته كما.
And the people of Tariqat, they are children of time. Allah swears by it. Do we understand what the time is required? Every prophet, they are sent to a specific time. Are we understanding the time? Are we understanding the zaman? If you understand the zaman, and you understand the time, you understand the circumstances, then your question must fit the circumstance. Your celebration must fit the circumstance. Your commemoration must fit the circumstance, the time, the situation is asking for something very different from what it was before. Now, if it doesn't fit, then it becomes useless. It doesn't fit. The sheikhs, they must understand these times, and they must give what is needed for this time and this place and these people, each according to their station. Is it just to talk about the greatness of the Prophet ﷺ and to remember him? Just that? Of course not. Can anyone doubt the greatness of the Prophet ﷺ? No one can doubt it. Even if the whole of creation doubts it, Allah is praising him. Who cares for creation when Allah, his Lord, is praising him? We are here just to remember his greatness. Remember, his greatness was sent for a specific time, and he is here for all times. But he's here where mercy is sent is because mercy is absent. Remember, he was not sent in a time of mercy. He was sent in a time of jahiliyyah, zulm. Are we living in those times now? This is second jahiliyyah. The kind of zulm that we see, even kafirs, they're saying, we never think we would witness this kind of a thing. Never. Kafirs, unbelievers. We never thought we'd witness some kind of evil, that world is celebrating the evil. But we're seeing it right now. So those who are celebrating this month, the greatness of the Prophet ﷺ, but they are not making everyone to become aware of the dangers of these times, which is the second jahiliyyah and the celebration and the kingdom of zulm that is here. If you don't put the two together, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because the Prophet came to wake us up. He didn't come to make us to fall back to sleep and to say, just remember Allah and be good and go to Jannah. No, he didn't do that. Sahaba Kiram did not do that. Tabi'in did not do that. Those who followed them did not do that. The Khilafat did not do that. Oh, Khalifa. The head. Oh, the head. Of course, because the head thinks. Feet doesn't think. Oh, you remove the head. Oh, that's why nobody thinks. But, mashallah, so many Muslims now, no one is thinking. So many alims now. There are factories of alims producing it. No one is thinking. So many sheikhs now, mashallah. No one is thinking. Because it is. The Prophet ﷺ came. That's why the danger of all the prophets. So many prophets. Compared to what the enemies of Haqq they have at that time, compared to them, the prophets had nothing. Yes?
Yes.
They only have their Allah. Yet, they are considered public enemy number one. they are considered so dangerous to society that they are killed. So many prophets. Every prophet was. You see, why is that? We're not living in the time where truth is standing tall, Islam is standing tall. That when you speak the truth, everyone will say yes. We're living in the second Jahiliyyah. If you speak the truth, everyone says no. Islam began strange, it will end strange. But what is the truth in these times of the Mawlid? That this world is burning, this world is sinking. Yes. So how do we remember the Prophet ﷺ in his holy month, his Mawlid, for these times? This is what the heads must think about. You don't really have to think, you just have to follow. That's a problem. Everyone wants to lead, do something new. You just have to follow. Oh, I forget, no one follows anymore. Don't you know how to read and write? Why are you following? Why you have to follow someone? You know how to read and write, just take it. That is a problem. The one who has no shaykh is shaitan. The friends of Allah are saying this, not me. Because shaitan says, I don't want to follow anyone. I will not follow anyone. That one, you want me to bow down to that one, meaning to follow him? No, I only follow you. So now 1400 years after the Prophet ﷺ, Muslims have lost the compass. We've lost our direction. What are we living for? From top to bottom, left and right, east and west, men to women, what are we living for? What is our Islam for? Just for everyone to say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah? So many people are saying that. More and more. But is this world getting better? Is Haqq rising? Because it used to be for 1400 years. More they're saying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. More world is getting better and better. Now what happened? Because as much as you are celebrating the Prophet ﷺ, that you say, I love you, Ya Rasulullah, in reality you don't love him. Because you don't love those ones who follow him, those ones who represent him. You only love him. You don't even know about those ones who follow him. You don't even know about representation of the Prophet ﷺ, meaning you don't even know about Khilafat. You don't even know that to have the proper understanding of Islam and Ihsan and Iman and love of the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet also came to show the way. You can call it whatever, the way, the path, the system, the civilization. That civilization, if you haven't noticed, it was destroyed, completely destroyed. But we don't care about it. It's not taught to us, but in this age of information, how can we not know that knowledge? But we don't care. Bani Israel, when they had a prophet, they asked their prophet to ask Allah for a sultan, for a king. Our prophet passed. We're not asking Allah for anything. We're just asking Allah for more dunya. So in this month of the Prophet ﷺ, you're saying you love the Prophet ﷺ, but you're not pointing to how we have destroyed the system that he had brought, the divine civilization. You don't understand that it was destroyed. You don't understand what happened. All you know is like, oh, we're not in too good situation, but how it happened, why it happened, no idea. No one is teaching, no one is showing. Everyone is just grappling, oh, because there's no unity, oh, because there's no this, but you're not coming to the root of the problem. You don't know, you haven't come to the heart of the problem. Because they have completely cut off this skill of understanding what is the heart of problems. How to look at the heart. They completely destroyed that. Look at everything else, not the heart. So now you're saying, you're celebrating the Prophet ﷺ, but everything about him that he has brought is destroyed. It's very weird. Of course, we have to thank Allah. We're thanking Allah every day, yani. Whether you like it or you don't, it is in our prayers that we're reciting salawats for him. Whether you like it or not, in our call to prayer, you mention him. Whether you like it or not, his name is praised. But how are we in this Akhir Zaman? Supposed to take his teachings, take it sincerely, and to understand the problems of this Akhir Zaman and learn how to fix it one way or another. Or has it become another time to go to sleep, to sing and to say and then to go to sleep, not to wake up to yourself, wake up to what is hurting, wake up. Then religion has become a drug. Those ones who have the voice, they're not speaking. I'm thinking how so many countries now, people are very proud. Oh, look how many people, 10,000 people gather, 100,000 people gather. You are gathering. What are you asking for? Those who are gathering, because they don't ask, is allowed to be gathered. Gathering is allowed to happen because they don't ask properly. Don't ask those things, you can ask for these things. And some they may ask in the back a little bit as an addendum. Bruh, you are claiming to be this and that, you can get thousands of people to come and you say you're making dua. What kind of dua is that? Why is it not happening? Everyone loves to quote that ayat. Allah will not change the condition of a people until they themselves, they wake up and they say something is wrong and they want to change. Yes? Yes. Doesn't that mean something? People are running to learn Arabic. People are running to learn Quranic Arabic. People are learning to memorize the Quran. People are swallowing books. Oh, they talk so much knowledge. Your head will spin. I look at them and say, MashaAllah, Allah gave them so much knowledge. But this, the most important, the most relevant, why are they so ignorant? This ayat. Situation is not getting better, it's getting worse and worse. Allah always speaks the truth. So it must be we don't want our conditions to change. if we want our conditions to change, then you're going to hear the same dua. Especially in holy days and nights, to be more about what concerns, especially in the holy places. Do we hear those du'as a lot? No. In these holy places? No. In these holy times? No. Are people waking up to say this condition is wrong? The biggest mistake we did was destroying the inheritance of the Prophet ﷺ, which is Muhammad Rasulullah, which are those ones who represent him in the Khilafat. Most important. There are people who know, so many know, but they don't teach. Why are you not teaching? Why are you not saying? Maybe so many people, they don't know. Common people, they don't know. Those who know, why are you not saying? This is the most important thing. We passed a janazah. It's very important to us. It hits us. But no janazah is as important as the passing of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Yes? Yes or no? Yes. Not just because he is a prophet, we love him and he passed, but so many things were left in a balance. Yes?
Yes.
We passed, we buried our brother, alhamdulillah. But nothing is left in a balance. It's not as if from his passing now the enemies are at our doorsteps and this is happening and there's this, so many things. But at that time when the Prophet passed, the munafiqs already spreading out. Enemies are ready to crush not only the non-Arabs, the Arabs. Those ones just yesterday they say we're with you, they become murtad. They left and they say we're going to come and completely finish you. And by every account, they are correct. By every logical understanding, there's no way we can defeat them. Right? So, in so many ways, the passing of the Prophet ﷺ, it was the most important, the most heavy situation. Yet, the subject that was the most important was khilafat, was leadership. Not because there wasn't anyone to lead, but because there were. And now those ones who can lead, they must choose among themselves who is going to be the one leader and everyone else must follow. Not to have one leader like that. That's not the way. Because Khilafat is the continuance of the Prophet ﷺ's teachings and what he came to bring to make sure that Muhammad Rasulullah continues what that means. Because without understanding the meaning of Muhammad Rasulullah, you cannot reach to La ilaha illallah. Impossible. We've lost that, right? 100 years. And if we did not meet Sahibul Saif, if we did not have the blessings of Shaykh Maulana, we would not know this too. How we have been brainwashed, how we have been poisoned, how we have been forced to forget. And we say, no. The answer is in unity. No, the answer is more education. No, the answer is more technology. No, the answer is this, the answer is that, but you don't go to the root, to the heart of it. So you don't know what to ask. You don't know how to ask. So you're not really following those ones who are following the Prophet because they knew what to do. But all that knowledge is not hidden too. This is what they asked for. This is what they're running after. after the last Khalifa was veiled, the best of the Ummah in terms of knowledge, Zahir knowledge, let's say, the alims, the protectors of the religion, they said the most important thing is everyone must get together to what? To make sure that this representation, this continuance of Muhammad Rasulullah continues. But all the enemies, they know what is the heart, what is the secret of the Ummah, what is the secret of Islam. They know, Muslims. Now we don't know. Before they knew. They say never before this problem has come. The most important thing now, the most important thing. So many things were happening at that time too. What, 1923, we may say? So many things were happening too. Just like in the first Jahiliyyah, so many things after the passing, so many things were happening, but the most important is to find the Khalifa. So many things in 1923 were happening, is to find a Khalifa. But the enemies of Islam at that time, enemies of Haqq, they became very powerful. And the Muslims, not because they became weak, not because they are betrayed. And with that betrayal, they cannot find power and strength. Because so many, in that time, 1923, so many have betrayed, sold themselves out. Again, not because they're weak, but they sold themselves for what? For dunya. As the Prophet says 1400 years ago, I fear for my nation more than the tricks and traps of Dajjal. More. I fear for my nation, the danger that is coming. And they ask him, what can be more severe than the evil of Dajjal? Which, mashallah, of course, no one is speaking about Dajjal these days. Because he's not appearing, he's not here, yani. But even Kafirs are talking about how evil this world has become now. Muslims, no, don't speak about that. So they ask, what can be more evil than that? And the Prophet ﷺ said, there is the love of the world and the fear of death. Because there is the love of the world, fear of death. You live for this world, you don't live for Akhirat. Government systems, the whole idea is dunya, is not about Akhirat. So the Mawlid of the Akhir Zaman now, where are we supposed to be? We're good. We're happy to hear salawats and qasidas and naats and nasheeds everywhere. But why you are not putting all these things into context, into the time and the requirements of the time and the place? Situation now is pretty severe, you know. Sunnis used to do that. They used to. When there is a Khalifa, they used to. You see, we have become so proud, we don't take lesson. And so many times you can learn the best of lessons from people that you don't like. Yes?
Very true.
Sunnis have become so proud, they don't take lesson from, let's say, the Wahhabis. They don't take lesson, for example, from the Shi'is. Like this or like that, they follow one person. And that one person is above the system, the worldly system. Yes? And that one person like this or like that, they say there is a connection, a chain. And it hasn't really deviated according to that chain. I'm not talking the chain, but according to the, let's say, the belief system of that chain. And meaning that one person has one system. That's what one person means. One person means there is a whole one system, a unified system. If there's 2 or 3 or 5, and then it's going to 3 or 5 systems, which means that it's always going to be in, right? Broken up. But it's not. But understand in our own Sunni history when we had one person and one system. Like this or like that, right? So our direction was completely different than that time. We had a direction, we have a purpose. Because the whole system now is supporting that one direction. We have a leader. We say, no, we are better because we have so many leaders. Pick and choose which one you want. Shaykh Effendi says, look, billions of people in this part of the world, this country, they follow one person. You see how strong they are. Billions of people in this part of the world, they believe in the spiritual leadership of one person. See how strong they are. What happened to Muslims? We have been drugged, and that drug is being given, and especially in holy days and nights, that drug is given more, because in holy days and nights, more is supposed to wake up. They say, make dua. Dua for what? Make dua for Jannah. Jannah. Make dua for the best of dunya first. Dunya first. You see, the dua says dunya. And then akhirat. Akhirat is second. Not important. Dunya first. Allah. Which prophet are you following? But it's the words of the Prophet ﷺ. Does it mean it that way? Something must be wrong. Because Allah is saying this, He is saying this, and Prophet is saying this. Does it fit into your understanding of what you think that dua is? It doesn't. But it fits your ego. It fits your politics. Something is wrong. No, nothing is wrong. Some wrong things, don't worry. We're getting it fixed. Leave it up to Allah. We just pray for unity. Here. More drugs. But the problem is, it's not just making people to become asleep. It's like making half of the people to sleep, and half of the people, they are continuing to kill. You see? Now, Shaykh, I was thinking tonight, maybe I should read the Sohbat of our Shaykh. You know, we're doing that every day here, but for Thursday night. And understand how when he speaks, when he spoke for years and years, decades, Shaykh Maulana, 99% of the time they're speaking about Akhir Zaman. It's finished. Everything is finished. The world is in fire. People have lost their directions. First, Muslims. We've lost everything. This is complete disaster. Yes or no? Those ones who are reading. This is not books written hundreds of years ago. This is just yesterday. It is so important. They repeat it over and over again. And I wonder, if we repeat those things just like that, how many people are going to sit? How many people are going to listen? We do that in the dergah, like this or like that. But how many people are going to understand that and to make sense of it and to put it into their lives. And how many are just going to go in and out, and how many are just going to get turned off by it? Because people want to hear about love, you see. Still. Yeah, it's okay if, like, I guess, dunya, Hollywood, music, they talk about love, but no. Why are people of Haqq talking so much about love? All the world needs now is just more love. If Shahavani said one time, if alien were to look at this planet and what we are concentrating on, focusing on in our culture, he's going to say this is a planet of love. Everybody's singing about it, thinking about it, talking about it, watching movies, oh, love, 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 love. But it's the complete opposite. This world is evil right now. People have become more and more evil. If people have become more and more evil, you need to address how they got there and how to remove it. You don't talk about love. You talk about evil. If a person is sick, what do you talk about? Health to the person? You talk about the person's illness. This is your illness and you need this to cure. You need this as medicine. You need to take your medicine, right? World is sick. Who's speaking about the medicine? No, the medicine is love. That is the medicine, that is love. No, love is the result of you taking the medicine. Prophets came to say, the ummah, these are the sicknesses. Turn away from those sicknesses. They didn't say come in and just have love, because they know that when you use this word too, the evil is going to use this word and it will twist it. Easiest thing that they can do to twist this. Because the first one to commit the disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he used the same example, same reason, love. Why you don't bow down to Adam? I told you so. Because I love you more, I don't love him. You are Lord. Why I should bow down to him? Do you understand? And there are so many, even people, they think they are so spiritual. They say, oh, he's the first one. Because of divine love, he's even willing to sacrifice himself, refusing even Allah's command to bow down to Adam. The first one who saying only Allah. MashaAllah. Congratulations to you. Imagine a mawlid when you thank Allah and you ask for His forgiveness because we have deviated from the Prophet's ways. We know what had happened to us as a nation, how top to bottom what we've done. And we're asking Allah to bring back that one who is good to bring alive the Shariat and the Tariqat of the Prophet ﷺ. Imagine a mawlid like that. Imagine a mawlid like that where tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people are celebrating and asking. Imagine a mawlid like that where millions and billions of Muslims are celebrating and asking and saying, we understand our condition. Ya Rabbi, how we got here, what we did wrong. We're asking forgiveness for that. We understand our condition. We want our condition to change. Inni kuntum mina zalimin. Inni kuntum mina zalimin. Inni kuntum mina zalimin. Send us that help. Change our condition. What do you think is going to happen? We don't want change to come. Our leaders don't want change to come. They love this system. They support it. They are part of it. Nothing can touch the evil of this system, so they think. So everyone, just go back to sleep. Go back to your illusion and delusion, saying, "Oh, I love you, Ya Rasulullah." But don't wake up the people. Don't speak for truth. Don't forbid what is evil and enjoin what is good. Those leaders don't say anything to people in power. Don't warn them. Don't guide the people. Don't guide. Don't guide. Just give them more drugs. Give them what they want. Don't guide. Allah forgive us. Allah forgive me. Allah bless you, inshallah. May Allah raise the station of those who live and who pass for His sake, who live and pass for the Prophet's sake. May we live and may we pass the same way. May our direction and our purpose be for the pleasure of the Prophet, for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah take away from our hearts egoistic desires and intentions, dunya intentions, shaitanic intentions, the intentions of our desires. Let Allah take that away. We're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us more strength, because we are the most weak, most dirty ones, most weak ones ever that Allah has produced, has given, has created, because we are in the Akhir Zaman. But because of our weakness, we're asking for more strength, Ya Rabbi, and more mercy for us to live properly and to pass properly. For the sake of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, for the sake of Sultan al-Awliya, for the sake of Sahib al-Saif, al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum.